for another video. My name is Josh Kasich, and today, I'm going to be talking about my opinion on every single new Pokemon of the Galar region in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Now, before I go on to that, I need to talk about Copa. Now, I haven't uploaded a video since the Copa video. Now we're in 2020, and so in 2020. I've learned a lot of information. Well, a lot of the channels that I watch are based on Star Wars, Pokemon, Marvel, still have everything, that would be considered, I think, would be considered kids' content because kids enjoy that. But no, they still have everything, subscribers and all that. So, they would have subscribers, notification bell and all that stuff. And so I assume, and from what I've learned, is that basically if it's a popular content like Pokemon, Marvel, or Star Wars, which is basically my channel, then it will not be considered under the Copa Kids content. And so that wouldn't really affect my channel. Also, I've found out that if your channel is general audience, and if you intend your channel to be general audience, it will not be affected by Copa. So that's kind of where I'm at here. So, I don't intend my channel to be for kids. I intend my channel to be for everyone, but if I had to pick a specific age, people probably around my own age, maybe above, older, I don't tend to make videos for younger children, specifically this video. This video is not meant for children. I am not uploading this video for children to watch. I'm uploading for everyone to watch. And that's why we hope, please, that Copa will not affect this video or any of my other videos. But that's kind of at the point. And also, the reason why I haven't uploaded in a while, mostly because I've been busy, but second, kind of trying to figure out how to rebrand my channel. And as you can tell, as on my new intro, I've added a Pokemon to it, and we're also going to change some things on the channel, like other ways, and those will be coming. And other than that, that's pretty much it, and so let's get into the video. Alright, here we are with the first Pokemon. So, the first Pokemon of the Galar region is the first starter in the Pokédex, which is Grookey. Now, Grookey, when I first saw it, I think it was my second favorite starter. When I originally saw the stars in the trailer, I didn't really like the animation compared to the background of it. I think the background just looked really good, but the stars, this Pokemon just felt a little bit off. I think over time, as of playing it, I still kind of feel like something's off with the Pokemon compared to the surroundings, but I still, after playing it so long, I think I just got really used to it, and I'm fine. And I think, like I said, it's kind of my second favorite of the starters. I think it's really cute. It's really cool that it beats kind of a drum with its stick, and overall I really like it. So let's move on to its evolution. Let's see why. 1 second. Alright. Okay, here's its evolution. Thwackey, it's called. And I think it's nice and all. It's really cool. It kind of shows that, that kind of is kind of in a teenage-esque stage, which I think is present over all the stars. I think it's really good. My only problem, as in with a lot of the Pokemon of this region, is the drastic color changes. Now, don't get me wrong, in the past there are Pokemon that go from one color to a different color, like Magikarp to Gyarados, or Psyduck to Golduck. But most of the time they're very similar in color palettes, maybe just be a little off. But overall, I think this region has too much of going from one color to a totally different color, and it's kind of annoying. But that's my only problem with the Wacky, and I think overall it looks cute, okay? It looks nice. Now let's go over its next evolution. Here is Rillaboom. When I first saw the final evolutions of the starters, specifically 2 of them before I saw the my favorite starter, and I have to say, I think at first, initially, I thought this was the best evolution of all 3. I just wasn't really a big fan of the other 3. I just didn't like them. I thought this was overall the best design. And like I said, another problem, the drastic changes to color. But I'm not going to let that opinion outweigh the Pokemon as the line. And I have to say, I think is really designed well. Alright, so moving on to the next starter. Here is Scorbunny, and when I first saw Scorbunny, I loved it. It's running around, it just fits me. It's very excited. I don't know, it just really fit me. And I think you really see a lot of the starters of this region based on what the creators talked about, how these Pokemon aren't based on design, are based on what they are that gets people to like them. I think obviously the Quirky line is about music. Well, this is about sports. And it's generally considered a soccer player, but when you first saw it in the trailer, it was running. And I don't know, I just think it fits me a lot. I do like soccer. I think it's one of my second, I like running more. Now, if soccer was like, I don't know, a winter sport, I know it wouldn't be, but like, if it was, I would definitely have done soccer. Or maybe, because it's not, and if I did soccer when I was younger, I would have done soccer probably over cross country. Because I actually do like soccer, but I didn't do sports, and I didn't do soccer, so I'm not really the best at it. I do like being a goalie, and I've done it several times where people have told me I'm a really good goalie. I'm here and there. I guess sometimes I'm really good, sometimes I'm like not so good, I guess. If I did when I was like younger, I'd probably be a really good goalie, and probably a better soccer player more than just a goalie. But that's my I have to say. But I do like running, and when I first saw it running, I'm a very hardcore fire starter person. Most of the time, I pick the fire starter. The only times I haven't picked the fire starter were Gen 5, because I don't think any of the starters were... I don't get me wrong, I like most of the starters. Its evolutions, not so much. And besides Servine. I picked Snivy, which evolved into Servine, which evolved into Superior. I just like Superior more than any of their other stars there. I picked it even though it's probably grass types are never usually the best in a playthrough. I don't pick a Pokemon or Pacific Pokemon because they help with the region. I pick a Pokemon because I like it. And my overall team is really based on that. And so I picked the grass starter, because I just like Snivy and its evolution better. And then the 6th generation, I picked Froakie because it evolved into Greninja, and Greninja is just cool. I mean, he even made it to Super Smash Bros. I mean, come on. I just like Greninja. And those are the only times where I picked a grass and a water starter over a fire starter. But every other region, I picked the fire starter. So... And this generation is no different. As you could tell with my new intro, I'm changing up my channel a little bit and adding my well, I'll get to that point. Now, it's Scorbunny's evolution is Raboot, and Raboot is like awesome. It's cool looking. It's kind of wearing a soccer outfit, because it can put things in his pocket, like it's like a suit, like whatever soccer calls that. But when I first saw it, it looked like a ninja to me, and I thought that was so cool. And with the orange and stuff, it really reminded me of Naruto. And so that's why I really like Raboot, and I think of all the middle stages, I think Raboot is the best. I think overall, I think the lines of the starters, I think Scorbunny's line is like just right out the best. Like every stage is really good. At first I didn't think that, but now I really do. And I just like Raboot. I think it's just one of the best ones of this region. Okay. So moving on to its evolution, one of my new favorite final evolution of the stars, and the new addition to my YouTube channel, Team Cinderace. Here is Cinderace. Even racing, it's in its name, and it's a soccer player for sure, where it's soccer, but I still think it has running in it, and I just love this Pokemon. And it has an awesome move where it kicks a fire ball called Pyro Ball, and it's like he's a soccer player, dude. I love this Pokemon. I'm not going to lie. And when I originally saw it, I didn't like how small it was compared to the other starters. It was kind of like, but now using it, I just love this thing. And honestly, you can see I named it Naruto, as in, I nicknamed it Naruto right there. And I, just like I'm saying, I love this thing. Like, I mean, it's awesome, it's cool. I mean, he's just really good in this game. I over-leveled him up because I was trying to get every single Pokemon of the game, and so I was leveling up other Pokemon because eventually I will replace them with Pokemon I actually wanted on my team, and I wanted to get them evolved before that point. And well, most of the time all I used was my Cinderace. Pretty much most of the time I used Cinderace for everything. He's just so good. And if you're looking at starters wise, if competitively, Cinderace is the best final starter for competitive reasons. And because he has a really good moveset, really good stats. I mean, he just has everything. And I just love this thing. Okay? I think that's enough describing Cinderace. Now moving on to the final starter, which is Sobble. When I first saw it, it was crying. It just didn't fit me. I just didn't like the fact that it was kind of sad. It's kind of cute, and don't get me wrong, I don't dislike it. I think I like it, but it's more of just a like, and I can't really say much for it other than that. So let's move on to its evolution. This is what I was talking about. Drastic color changes that absolutely make no sense. Like, pink on the thing, like, what? Okay, he went from a sad boy to an emo. That is called an emo right there. That is an emo, okay? I do not like that. I mean, it's okay. I wouldn't say I like it, it's just okay. Alright? It's just okay. I don't have a problem with it. The colors, like I said, I won't let the color thing really ruin everything, but I don't know. I just don't like the vibes getting off, and I just say it's okay. So let's move on. It's final evolution. When I first saw this thing, I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And that's just how I think of it. I still think it's like, I think it's okay. And I think it's supposed to be an agent thing, which is actually pretty interesting. And which is really fun because the theme of this line is spy theme. This guy is supposed to be kind of a spy. He moves around pretty like spily thing, like he's slimy, likes to get through things, right? And he has his special move is is called I forgot what it's called, but it's like a gun type thing of water coming out of his finger like a pistol type thing. And that is right out cool. Its design is alright, it grew on me. I still have problems with it, but overall I think I like it. I wouldn't say it's okay, I definitely think it's better than okay. I wouldn't say I love it, I just said I like it, and I think it's pretty cool. And one cool thing about Sabo is that Sabo's number in the Pokédex is 007. 007, am I right? Okay. Yes. 007 James Bond. And honestly, I named it Bond. Ha ha. Like, my name is Bond. James Bond. Okay. Let's move on. Now this is the first Pokemon not starter, and it's the bug Pokemon of the region. And out of all the bug Pokemon, it's pretty average. Bug Pokemon are average, I would say, and I think it's just alright. I think it's okay. I kind of like it. I wouldn't say I hate it. It's just okay. I mean, it's what do you expect? That will happen. It's kind of a bookworm thing going on there, which is kind of interesting. Now let's go on to its evolution. Daughter. It's alright. I mean, obviously it's a middle stage for a bug. It's always going to kind of look like that cocoon type thing. And basically it went from a bookworm to it's psychic, so it became even smarter, beyond human intelligence, beyond what is normal intelligence. It became beyond that. And so that's kind of its idea. Now let's move on to its evolution, which is really cool. I think one of the best bug types I've ever seen. It's just right out cool. Here it is. This is Orbeetle, and it's basically, the theme is it's a UFO. When it Gigantamaxes, which it has a Gigantamax form, it literally becomes a UFO. And just look at it. It's like an alien bug looking thing, and it just looks really cool. I love this thing. It's just, I think, one of the best bugs Pokemon like ever designed, and I'm saying that for sure. One of the best Pokemon design. So let's bug Pokemon. So let's move on. Here is the bird Pokemon of the region. There's always a bird Pokemon of the region. Gen 1 got Pidgey, which evolved Pidgeotto to Pidgeot. Gen 2 you got you got really a lot of them. I think the main one is Hoothoot into Noctowl. We have Gen 3 Tailo evolves into Swallow. Gen 4, one of the best birds. Don't like that most of these lines are all normal flying, except for this one. First bird Pokemon to start with pure flying. Fun fact about that, pure flying. That's actually the first one to start with pure flying, because all the other ones are like normal flying, which is really annoying. But like I said, Gen 4 was Starly to Staravia to Staraptor, which I think should be flying fighting, but whatever. So now this is Rookidee. It looks awesome. Just one of the best bird designs in the world. This entire line is just one of the best designed Pokemon of this region, and it's just awesome. Just right out awesome. Okay? Next line. This is Corvisquire. Now it's kind of how, if you see the theme, you got a rookie, and then you got a squire, and this is awesome. It looks cool. The blue and the black just work. I mean, it's just awesome. I love this thing. It's awesome. Let's move on to its final evolution. Corviknight becomes Flying Steel because it is a knight. It has been knighted. And this is one of the best final evolutions of the bird Pokemon. It does not get any better than this. I love this thing. This is awesome. This is like, it's just so awesome. I can't even tell you how awesome that looks. You got to love it. Okay, if you don't love it, you have a problem, because most of every single Pokemon fan in the world, most of them anyway, I don't know if in the world, it says this was just the best line design, and this is just really cool. When they first saw this Pokemon, they loved it, and so did I. Awesome. I can't really say any more than that. It's just awesome. Okay, let's move on. I mean, there's always a normal Pokemon kind of rat, or what's the word? You know, that type of species, right? Gen 1, we had, what did we have Gen 1? I kind of forgot what did we have in Gen 1? I know we had something in Gen 1, but I can't. Oh, yes, right. Rattata and Raticate. Gen 2, we had Sentret and Furret. Gen 3, we had what's it called? What's it called? Zigzagoon into Linoon, which actually got Galar forms in this region. Now, what Galar forms are basically they adapt to the region and they become different. This was first introduced in Gen 7 of Alola with the Alola forms. So, but yeah, and then like Gen 4 was, what was Gen 4? What was Gen 4? Gen 4... Well, I can't remember what Gen 4 was. I don't know. But you get the idea, right? And, yeah, so you understand. So, it's okay. Squirrelvet, it's alright. I mean, what else can you say? It's a squirrel, it looks cute, it's alright. This is the evolution. Like I said, it's alright. It's got chubby because of nuts and whatever. It's alright. Not, like I said, kind of a drastic color change. This was leaked. A lot of the Pokemon were leaked, but like I said, this was okay, and this was awesome. And I mean, I wouldn't say awesome, but it's alright. There's not much else I could say about that. And I forgot, this is Greedon, just for aware, so I can name it. Now here's the next Pokemon, Nickit. It's literally a thief fox thing, and it looks cool. It looks cool, and it kind of have some like native, I think, stuff. Design there. I think that's what they were kind of Native American stuff. I think going on there. Or at least that's what people are saying. I don't know, but overall, it looks cool. It's a dark type. It's interesting, and I think, like I said, I like it. Now, Thievul, it's just an evolution. It's more, thief is literally in the name. It's a fox, and, well, when I was younger, okay, maybe I watched, Dora, okay, maybe. I wouldn't say I did, but I named it Swiper, so whatever, because it's a swiping fox. It's a thief. It just makes sense. You cannot disagree with me on that. Okay, now let's move on. Here is the Galar forms of Zigzagoon. It's not a new Pokemon. I don't really want to go over Galar forms. It's not a new Pokemon. All I'm going to probably say is I like it, it's cool, and it's definitely based off the Kiss. Here is Linoon. Looks cool. Awesome in the story, I guess. But they introduce Galar form evolutions. And this is what Galar form Linoon evolves into. Obstagoon. Love it. I love its design. It's based on, obviously it's based on Kiss, as I just said. And even there was I think it's Simmons, he talked about when he first saw his son, like his son likes playing Pokemon, and when this was introduced, he showed it to his father, and he said, he loved this design, and he was like, and that makes this even more special. However, I do not like Galariform evolutions because it only evolves from the Galariform, so that leaves the regular Lineu out of an evolution, and I just can't put my head around that. I do not like it. I hate that idea, and therefore it stops me from liking Obstagoon as much as I want to like Obstagoon. I just can't. I just can't. I'm sorry, Obstagoon. I'm sorry. I just can't. Moving on. Here is the first kind of sheep Pokemon. We did have a sheep Pokemon, and Mareep, which evolves into Ampharos, which actually loses the sheepness as it evolves. And so this is actually pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. I like this thing. It's a normal type, so I can't really say that I love it. I can't really say it's definitely one of my favorites because it's normal types. I'm not a normal type person. It's a normal type. I can't really use it. It's not the best normal type. However, it may not be the weakest type. That goes to the ice types. It's just normal, and I'm not going to use it on my thing. There's just way better typings out there and more diversity and cool. But I said I like it. Then it evolved into this. And I think it should have just kept with the sheep thing. It kind of went to a goat, sheep, weird thing. And I don't have a problem with it. I like it. It looks kind of cool, actually, with the extra horns and stuff. But I just wish it stayed as a sheep. I think that's what most people talked about. But let's move on. Chewtle, it's alright. It's kind of weird looking to me. I'm not a huge fan. I think it's just okay. Dreadnought, awesome looking. It's really cool. I'm not sure if I really like its Gigantamax form. It looks kind of weird. But it's obviously kind of based off of Dreadnought, so that's where the Dreadnought is. But it looks cool. Water Rock, pretty interesting. And, I like it. So let's move on. Love this thing. Like, I love it. I love it. Like, I mean, seriously. It's electric dog cute thing. Like, you can't tell me you do not love this thing. I love this. I just love it. I can't really say any much more about it. I love it. Love this even more. Not the color so much with the green. I think the green is kind of weird. I mean, obviously, I think green and yellow go great together, but I don't think it really works here. But other than that, it's literally Electric Dog. I named it Bolt after, Bolt, the movie. So, and like I said, I love this thing. Besides the green color, I love it. And, it is a good boy. He's just my best pal, behind Cinderace. He's just my best pal right there. He's a good boy. Let's move on here. There's always a grass, female-looking Pokemon evolution line. This region is no different. We got Gossifleur. It's okay. It's a flower. I mean, it's cute. It's alright. I like it. It's not love it. I mean, I'm not going to really love it or any of the form of this, but it's alright, and I like it. That's really much I can say. It evolved into kind of an elderly one, and yeah, and it's... Oh. What? This is female? This is male? I swear it was female. I'm going to correct that. I do not like the fact that this line could be male, because, like I said, this Pokemon is not just... This line can be male too, which doesn't make any sense. This line just tells me female, and I can't stand... I just don't like it when a Pokemon is towards one gender looking. Yeah, it could be both genders. It just doesn't make any sense. And then there's Pokemon that are genderless but look like female. I mean, Meloetta, it's a mythical. By default, it has no gender, yet it looks like a female. And no, like it has the hair, it dress, it's female. You cannot tell me it's not female. It's the same thing with Beyonce and some other Pokemon. It is female, and you cannot disagree with me. There's no, you could say, oh, like Mewtwo looks male, but they gave it a female voice to prove that it's genderless. I'm like, well, I guess you could get away with that because it doesn't actually look like male or female. It looks a little bit more male in certain areas, but other than that, you can't really disagree. But Meloetta, you just can't. You just can't. Without giving it another form, you just can't. And I swear this was female. I have to correct that. Ugh. Oh, what the... what the... Oh, sorry about that. 1 second, I need to quit all of this real quickly. Alright. Sizzlepede, definitely one of the best bugs. I like this thing. I think it's definitely like just one, like I said, it's one of the best bugs. I think this region does really well with the bug types. I just like this. It's a fair bug. It looks cool. And here's his evolution. Awesome. Just awesome. I mean, just awesome. I can't tell you how awesome that is. That's just awesome. Like it, awesome, great. Firebug, looks cool. Let's move on. Roly-Poly, it's an eh for me. I mean, it's okay. I wouldn't say I like it. It's just kind of weird that that's a Pokemon. So, I mean, it's Roly-Poly, but I can't... I can't really say more than that. It's just okay. Yeah, this is just... It's the same with Roly-Poly. This just... I don't know. It's just okay. Let's just move on. Now, this is awesome. See, that is awesome. It went from an to an awesome. And I like this thing. This is awesome, great, fantastic. I mean, this is just good. It went from... It definitely made a comeback. That's all I have to say about that. And its name is Colossal. This is Carkol. So it's Roly-Poly evolves into Carkol, evolves into Colossal. Did I say... okay, whatever. I forgot to... when I ended last in Eldegoss, did I say that before I went here? Okay, I don't know. But, okay, let's move on. Arrokuda, it looks cool. I mean, I don't know, it looks not cool, but it's alright. I like it. I think I like it more because of the gimmick it has with another Pokemon, which I'll get to. This is if it's evolution, and this just looks cool. It's literally an arrowfish thing with a propeller. It's like a torpedo looking thing, and it looks awesome. I like it a lot. Let's move on. This is another Galar form. This is the Galar form of Meowth. I'm like, really? Is that necessary? I don't think it's necessary. Absolutely, positively, not necessary. It looks cool, don't get me wrong. But it's it's a Galar form evolution. Like I said, I just can't like it. It's just a no for me. Let's just move on. It's cute. It's basically floating milk alive thing. It's cute. It's a fairy. It's cute. It's really cute. I can't really say any more than that. It's cute. I like it. I like it, but it's... Yeah, okay. It's not a love. It's okay. And here is the creamy princess. And she is just beautiful. I mean, she's just beautiful. I like it like a lot. It's beautiful. I mean... It's the beautiful creamy princess that is Alcremie. Oh, I forgot. This is Milcery, and this is Berserker, which is also not needed. Milcery, or it's either Milkery or Milcery, but I think it's milk, so it's Milkery. Creamy, like I said, I love it. I said I like it, but I think I kind of love it too. But I said looks cute, looks awesome. I think it's permanently female only, so only what else can you say? It also has a gimmick where basically you could get different flavors of forms of it, depending on how you evolve Milkery, so that's actually pretty good. And it has a Gigantamax, which turns into a giant cake. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Here's another update. I've changed my avatar to look more like me. I've also updated this background where I added the new favorite starter of the new region to this, because it's supposed to be all my favorite starters from every region, plus my favorite legendaries, plus my favorite regular Pokemon. However, I also forgot to add Generation 2 favorite starter from last time. And so it wasn't technically all my favorite stars from every region. So I've added Typhlosion from Generation 2 to this, so it actually is all my favorite starters. Alright? Other than that, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you are new, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified for the next upload. My YouTube channel website link is down in the description as always. And thank you. Goodbye.